Okay, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm gonna be giving you guys my early predictions and reaction to UFC 313. So as you guys know, UFC 313 got announced. In the main event, we got Pereira versus Ankalaev. In the co-main, we've got Gaethje versus Dan Hooker. So first off, I guess this is a pretty good card so far. It's looking pretty good, right? Per Ankalaev, it's a strong main event. It's a highly anticipated fight. We've been wanting to see this for a long time. And Gaethje Hooker, we know it's gonna be guaranteed violence. This fight's gotta be entertaining. It just has to be entertaining. This is a good one, right? So I guess starting with my predictions with Per Ankalaev, I think there's a few things that can happen, right? I think the first case is that Ankalaev actually goes through with his, promise to not wrestle and keep it standing, and he gets knocked out, like he just gets knocked out. Or I think he initially tries to keep it on the feet, but he takes some low kicks, he gets his legs messed up, and then he starts wrestling, and then he wins the fight, right? Via like either holding him down by control time, or he lands some ground and pound and maybe gets a TKO. I know he's never got a TKO, but that is a way he could win, right? So a possibility. Or in the third case, he just pulls a Blachowicz. Like he's gonna say, Blachowicz was saying before the prayer fight that he's gonna, stand with him. He's gonna keep it striking, but then he immediately just shot a takedown, right? So I think those are the three kind of possible scenarios that can happen, right? And I don't know, man. I think Ankalaev should win. I think he should win the fight, right? I think he's not stupid. Like I know he's been striking. I know he's mainly a striker, although he has wrestling in the bag, he does choose to strike mainly. But if he keeps it standing, I think he will do better than Yuri and Hill. He's not as reckless. He's much more patient. He doesn't really, overextend on his shots. He doesn't, have his right hand down by his waist as he moves in like Yuri, So I don't think it's gonna be like obviously Pro is a much better striker, but I don't think he's gonna completely just like knock him out and annihilate him in the first round. And yes, I think on the feet it's gonna be much more competitive. I think it's gonna be kind of like the Roundtree fight if it stays on the feet. I don't think Ankalaev would do as well offensively on the feet, just because he's just a plotter, it's just a patient style. So I don't think he's gonna do as well on the feet. But on the ground, he should be able to take him down. We've seen Yuri take him down, Jan take him down, even Izzy took him down. So on the ground, Ankalaev definitely has the skills to take him down and keep him down and even do, ground and pound. The question is he gonna do it? And I just think he should, even if he initially, plans to strike, he should. He's gonna get beat up. Like he's gonna get that cough. He's gonna get that cough. Yeah, he's gonna get cough kicked, right? We saw that weakness against Jan Blachowicz, and after he got his cough, fucked up. He did wrestle. He did wrestle, and he did well against Blachowicz. So I think Ankalaev should be able to wrestle him, if it goes to the ground. And I don't know. I just don't see a world where like I said before, even if Ankalaev does choose to strike initially, once he's losing the exchanges, he's not like a retard. Right? Like he's gonna be like, all right, I'm losing. Let me take it to the ground, you know. And if he decides to take it to the ground, I think he will dominate Pereira. A lot of fucking Pereira fans have been saying his ground game is improved. How the fuck do we know? We don't know that. Like who has he faced that's a good grappler? Jan almost 10-8'd him in the first round essentially. And then Yuri had him down. Yuri had him down for a bit, and he landed some good ground and pound. Then after that, he hasn't faced any wrestlers. Like Hill didn't take him down. Yuri in the second fight didn't take him down. Roundtree didn't attempt to take down. So like, how do we know Pereira has improved this takedown defense? All the fucking potards like he's training with Glover, bro. He's training with Glover. Like that's not how it works. But just because you train with someone doesn't mean he just gets his fucking jiu-jitsu skills transferred over from fucking Glover to Pereira. Like it's not a blood transfer, bro. Like so. I don't think per I don't think we've seen evidence of per improving. Is he working the grappling? Obviously, yes, but I don't think it can fill in that gap. Likewise, the strikers can't fill in the light heavyweight strikers can't fill in the gap between him and Per, right? Like Yuri and Hill can't catch up to Per in striking. It's just not possible, Per has so many years of experience in just pure kickboxing. So likewise, I think Ankalaev should win this fight. I think I think if Pereira wins, it's gonna be an early KO TKO because Ankalaev is just gonna be a dumbass and just choose to strike. Um, or I think Ankalaev just takes him down. Like he loses the early rounds, maybe gets outstruck first round, second round, and then he's like, okay, now it's time to wrestle. Then he takes him down, either controls him or he lands some ground and pound. Maybe could get a TKO, probably not, but I could see either Ankalaev by decision or I could see Pereira winning early. But I think, yeah, I'm gonna go with Ankalaev. I think he should win, man. I think he has all the skills to win. And yeah, if he just uses his brain, he should be able to win. So I'm gonna go with Ankalaev, but I don't know. Like this is just early prediction. Close to the five, Ankalaev comes out in an interview saying, I'm gonna knock him out. I'm not gonna wrestle. I might change my pick, but I think he might be bluffing like a little bit. So we don't know. But right now, I'm gonna go Magomed Ankalaev. Now the co-main event, Gaethje versus Hooker. This should be a good one, bro. And honestly, I'm going Gaethje, but I've heard a lot of people saying Dan Hooker, and honestly, I don't get it, bro. Like my opinion, Dan Hooker is nowhere near Gaethje. Like he's not on Gaethje's level. Like Gaethje is like almost championship level, right? Where Dan Hooker, he's always fell short. He's never really beat any elite opponents, and I feel like his win streak, people saying, oh, his 4-5 win streak, it's kind of misleading. If you actually look at the fights, he had a split decision against Gamrot, which I thought he lost, man. I thought he lost that fight. I thought Gamrot beat him, and then Jalen Turner was also a split decision, right? And then two other fights before that, I don't remember who he fought, but the point is his win streak is misleading. It's we're acting like it's like some Moicano streak where he's like winning dominantly. He's like being the shit out of his opponents, getting ground and pound TKO. That's not what's happening. Hooker's scraping by in these wars, and they're against the low level guys. Like Gamrot's pretty good, obviously, but Jalen Turner is not the elite level. Ryan Hooker, just in general in his career, he's never beat like a super high level opponent. Got beat up by Boza. He went to war with Poirier, and he's just never been there. Like to me, to see him at six, I feel like other people should be above him. Like Fiziev should be above him probably. Even Moicano, I'd say Moicano would beat Hooker probably. Chandler already carried him. Like I feel like Hooker's ranking and kind of his win streak is kind of misleading. On the other hand, Gaethje's up there. Like Gaethje's fought for the belt twice now. He's beat Dustin Poirier, beat Fiziev. Like he has really, you could say he has those elite wins, right? Against really elite, good level opponents. So Hooker, I feel like Hooker's like a step down. Hooker's like one level below Gaethje. And I don't know, man. I see people just fucking like people forget, man. Like people forget Gaethje is really good, man. Gaethje is really good. And I don't see how Hooker wins. I haven't seen anything from Hooker that would imply that he could beat Justin Gaethje. Now, obviously, Gaethje in his last fight, he did, kind of get, dominated by Max Holloway. Then he got knocked out pretty bad. He had a broken nose, right? But he's had a whole, like, almost a year to recover. That fight was in April. This fight's in March. That's 11 months, right? I think he should be fine. No, his chin shouldn't be permanently damaged. And even in that Holloway fight, although he was getting dominated, Holloway wasn't the biggest power puncher, right? Like he broke his nose in the first round, but it was mostly he was getting like he was getting pieced up, but it was never like Holloway wasn't throwing any bombs. It wasn't like like Josh Emmett or like Ilia Topuria type damage he was taking, right? Even the knockout at the end, if Holloway landed that in the first round, on the second round, that same punch, it's not knocking out Gaethje, right? The only reason Gaethje got knocked out by, like that was in the what do you call it? Yeah, it was due to like accumulated damage, right? Of the damage piling up over rounds, right? So unless Gaethje's chin is like completely gone, I don't think. I think Gaethje should win, man. I think he should win. The reach might be a problem, like 5-inch reach advantage. That could be an issue, but Gaethje likes to fight on the inside anyway. He gets inside, likes to land, his low kick. So I think Gaethje should win, man. Unless his chin's completely gone, which I don't think so. Gage should win pretty comfortably. I'm not saying Hooker will like get completely dominated. I think Hooker will have some good moments. I think he can utilize his reach. But I think just skill wise, I think Gaethje is like a level above Hooker. And this fighter or the winner, whoever wins this fight probably is fighting for the belt. I guess Hooker, like I said, he is on a 4-5 win streak, even though I kind of, disagree with the Gamrot fight, but whatever. He is on a win streak. And if he beats Hooker, he'll be on a 5-fight win streak, right? So he would deserve, right? And I guess Gaethje, he could also get the shot, right? If you look at his before the Holloway fight, he beat Poirier and Fiziev, right? Back to back, knocked out Poirier, beat up Fiziev in that last round, right? And he only lost the Holloway. Like, if it wasn't for the Holloway fight, he was gonna fight for the belt anyway. So honestly, I wouldn't even mind seeing Gaethje get a shot. And right now, seeing as there's no one to fight Islam anyway, I'd be okay with Gaethje getting a shot. I don't really want Hooker because Hooker's already fought Islam, and Islam, I don't, his resume is just gonna be rematches. So I'd rather see Gaethje win. I think it would be better if Gaethje wins, and he'll probably fight for the title, right? So yeah, so that's what I think. But per Ankalaev, I'm probably gonna go Ankalaev decision. I think Gaethje, I think it'll be a decision. I think they'd probably both rock each other, but I think Gaethje would get the better of most exchanges, right? So I'm gonna go Ankalaev by decision and Gaethje by I'm gonna go decision as well. I think it's gonna be back and forth kind of war. But yeah, that's my early prediction and breakdown of UFC 313. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.